Do you have a beverage on hand? You got something to drink tonight?
I do. I got water right here.
There you go. Me too. I'm on the water tonight too.
I'm the only one having my only rum tonight.
You got rum?
Okay, I got rum.
Yeah.
Rum and Coke? Or just rum
This is Diet Sprite, actually.
Oh, okay. See, you want to hear what's funny?
What's that?
The only pop I drink is Sprite Zero. That's it.
That's what this is. So this is Sprite Zero with rum in it, though.
Oh, that's different. Okay. He said I would be healthy, but get a buzz. I feel
Exactly.
I feel you.
You see him in all my videos, bro. I can't believe Diet Pepsi hasn't reached out. Like, where's my plane, bro? Where's my plane?
Where's my plane?
Bro, Altoids? Altoids should have been reached out to me, bro. Like, man.
Shout out to Altoids, man. We're right here.
Altoids.
We're watching. My friend Nick, welcome to the podcast, my friend. Episode, what are we on? 11 now? 12 now?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Thank you.
Nick, we've got a lot of carryover and a lot of crossover in our audiences and our content. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people who have not met you? So
I am That Singer Reactions. You can call me Nick. You can call me Dominic, whatever you want to call me. But, I'm That Singer Reactions on YouTube. I have, 144,000 subscribers.
My friend, congratulations.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. And, yeah, man, I'm still pushing, man. Been doing this for a long time. Coming up on, 6 years. About 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Doing this.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
So what did the start look like? Like 6 years ago, what made you decide I'm going to do a reaction channel?
So I tell a lot of people this, but the way I am, and you know this, Jess, you know this, the way I am off camera is exactly the way I am on camera, or right, vice versa. But it's
interchangeable.
That's exactly how I am. Whether I'm watching a singing competition, I've watched every season of American Idol. I've watched almost every season of The Voice, and I'm like this when I hear a singer sing, or they do something. And my personality is like that in real life. It's very like when you hit a note, when you do a run, it's like that. So I don't know what happened in the reaction world that made me say, hey, let me try this out. But I did. I had an Android 8 back then. And I filmed my first reaction, which was I think it got deleted, but it was the Mariah Carey's Christmas special where she like butchered it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, that was actually my first video. And I'm a massive Mariah Carey fan. So Lamb's she is one of the greatest ever. And I know probably her catalog more than anybody's in the world. But but that was my first reaction video. And I did a lot of R&B. You know what I'm saying? A lot of R&B at first doing my channel because, again, back then, and I could tell you this because I don't know how long you've been like doing the YouTube thing, but reaction channels was a lot more simpler. You can watch if you look at my past videos, I can just watch a video and not pause it at all. You won't get copyrighted. No, don't have to worry about none of that stuff. But over time, the guidelines have gotten worse. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
Absolutely. Hey Dave, do you have an Ethernet cord?
Oh yeah,
Could you plug that in real quick?
Yeah, I forgot we didn't plug that in tonight, did we?
No. I'm just noticing it's a little grainy. We'll pick this up in just a second here, but
okay. I was just gonna start it back.
Start it back.
So what I was saying was basically it's a lot of people that this is more than just a job thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not just my full-time job. There are people who are inspired and they are fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like in hospitals, because they watch my videos. Like I'm giving them reason to fight. That's crazy. This kid right here, his name is Mason. Can you hear me? His name is Mason. Shout out to Alexandria and Mason. And Hugh. Shout out to all y'all. Amazing group of people, but he has cancer and he watches my videos all the time. He's
really young too, right? How old is he?
Mason is think 6.
Let's say pre-10, right?
Gosh.
Yeah.
Pre-10.
I think he like 6. I hope I got that right, Alexandria. But yeah, he's a young kid. You know what I'm saying? He got cancer, and then people who have COVID like messaged me and was like, your reaction made my day, and made me want to fight in the hospital. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like that was it? I would have been like, come on, I would have been helped you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
with you, right?
yeah, it's like crazy, man. I love it.
That's good, man.
That's
good.
awesome.
So the reaction started with a not so great video of Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
And then, like, did it go the path you thought it was going to go, or did it just kind of follow kind of the natural path? What happened?
Well, what it was is that was such a big topic of that was such a big thing when it happened that I think I was like, let me react to this and see what the hype was about. And I was like, oh, okay. That's not like Mariah Carey. That's kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? That was just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm so glad she's back. Love you, Mariah Carey. But yeah, that was like,
we're not trying to get a Mariah Carey. That's not what this is about.
Yeah, that was
from the video timeline,
Yeah, that was so crazy. And I think that when I first got into this, my mind wasn't in the mode that it's in now. I was like, ooh, big topic. Let me do it. Get a lot of views. Great. That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Over time, you realize that it's not about any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely agreed.
Some of it is when this pertains to your job, but that's not the basis of why we do this. You know what I'm saying?
There's something exciting about the numbers going up, but I'm like you, man. Like, it's cool to hear someone reach out and say, hey, we lost everything in a tornado, but my daughter and I watch your videos, and that to me, and I'm like, bro, I don't care if you're the only person watching it. That to me is enough.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Like that, like I totally vibe with you on that one, man. That's cool. That's cool.
So amazing, bro. Hearing stuff like that. I mean,
what's your favorite? What's your favorite? Like, it's just off the top of your head in the moment. What's your favorite that someone's reached out to you and said something?
Oh man, Jesus.
I'm sure it changes all the time, but
well, okay. This was Jesus Christ. There's so many stories. You said off the top of my, Sean Fanning, the CEO of Napster, the music company back in the day, if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
That guy who freaking donated $5,000 to me just because he said that my Harry Mack videos made him happy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was, when I had to Google him first of all, like, wait a minute, this ain't no real, this can't be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I Googled him and I was like, this is a freaking dude was on MTV Movie Awards and everything. Like, and I was like, dude, do you want me to like give you unlimited reaction? That was a lot of money.
Yeah, what you want, right?
What you want, bro? Like,
what's your request?
That's what we got for $5,000.
Yeah, he had
video. What do you want to see?
Yeah, bro. Like he had 2 songs. That was it. He said, I just wanted this. He's like, I appreciate you, man. He was like, you make me smile when I see the Harry Mack videos and stuff like that. So that's been a blessing. And then the other one, like I said, is just hearing somebody literally say that they are sick in a hospital and I am the reason that they are fighting.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. That's amazing, bro. I've never heard nobody say that. That's like that, I think, put everything in perspective for me, that this is bigger than you know what I'm saying?
Obviously it shows you have some reach, right?
Yeah,
like
when you're authentic, right? Because like if you were just like just skimming through songs, just going for views and this and that, if you weren't yourself, if you weren't real, then people wouldn't gravitate to you like that, right?
Yeah. That's kind of been the big thing about my channel. And when people come there, is the authenticity of my channel. It's very, very authentic. I'm not listening to anything before I react to it. If I mess up, you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for instance, if I did the reaction and I messed up something in it, or I didn't record with no sound, I can't do it over because I just heard it. So I'll tell somebody to pick another one. I like it to be completely authentic because number one, I'm not a good liar. I can't put on a face and act like I've haven't seen is when I seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not good at that. So
Yeah.
I just like to do stuff like that, man, you know.
Yeah, man, and it happens, you know. And it's funny because like I get railed for being the audio guy and then having bad audio from time to time.
I remember.
And I'm like, it happens, bro. Like from time to time,
Oh
it happens.
man,
You know?
yeah, stuff happens.
Jesus Christ, bro. They be grilling you sometimes, bro. They'll grill you in the comments about stuff.
How many videos roughly have you uploaded? When I first met you, you told me it was some ridiculous number. It was like 2,000 videos.
I'm at like 2,800 now.
Yeah, 2,800 videos.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, think about that.
Oh, wow.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
So how many, like, how deep into it were you before it actually like started to take out to become like something more than just you know, a hobby? Like when did money start rolling, and when did you think, hey, I could kind of turn this into something?
Crazy story. Okay.
There we go.
All my supporters know this, you know what I'm saying, but some people might not. I did not. I went into YouTube as a person who just wanted to be on camera, just react to stuff. There was nothing about money or anything because I didn't know about the money thing. I thought everything about YouTube and money was going to be hard. So I didn't monetize my videos till 4 years later.
Really?
Every last one of my videos.
Oh,
I didn't even flick the switch on the green button until 4 years later.
4 years.
Yeah.
4 years. So that means
how many videos did you have pop in that time?
Yeah.
Oh man, I
probably don't want to think about it.
I don't know, but what I do know, bro, is that my big videos that hit 350,000 views and stuff like that, that was the money makers. And I didn't get, like the big money from those videos because I didn't know. Like somebody, shout out to Tobias, aka Simply Food by TY. He was the one that messaged me, a former YouTube channel, and he was the one, we were having a conversation, and he was like, may I ask you how much you get paid? Like, and I was like, paid.
What you talking about?
I was like, I haven't received anything yet. He was like, how long you been doing this? I was like, it's been like 4 years, 3 years or something like that. And he was like, wait, YouTube ain't cut you a check? I was like, no, how do you get paid? He was like, dude, go in your videos and turn all of your stuff on. So I went in there and everything was off. I turned monetization for everything on.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's how that happened. That's funny.
Yep.
So when people say like, "Hey, are you doing this for the money?" No. I did 4 years. I ain't do nothing for no money. So
not a dollar, right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's quite the journey, right?
Yeah.
But like, when people say like, "Would I do this for free?" Yeah, I did it for free. I still do to an extent, right?
Yeah. We do. We like, for instance, like I said, I quit my job. This is my full-time job. So there has to be, I appreciate it, man. And there has to be boundaries. There has to be not boundaries, but a balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Between me having to do certain videos, you know what I'm saying? Because I will do what everybody requests, but I have to choose certain ones. For instance, I do 8 videos. 5 of them I'll do PayPal. One day, 5 is Patreon. The other 2 has to be my choosing. So there's some kind of a difference in there. You know what I mean? Like,
you got to break it up a bit, right?
Because you got to break it up. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody will send me a request like through PayPal and it'll be the same artist 7 times. And I'm like, dude, I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. So, you know what I mean? Like,
you can't just run the same. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be mixed up.
Yeah. You got to reach out to appeal to more people.
Yeah. I totally feel you, bro. Like at my last job because like I'm only doing this full time now, and it's definitely a struggle, but it's definitely a blessing in the same breath, right? Learning a lot about myself. But like at my last job, I was very proud of the fact that I was the same person at home as I was in the office, as I was to you, as I was to the next person, and I was me all the time. I didn't change, I didn't hide. There was none of that, right? And
man.
I got treated as if that made me worse than or snidey or like not ethical or something. And so it's like it's kind of relaxing now to come to YouTube and just be like, this is me, man. If you don't like me, then carry on. There's a million others. But if you do like me, hang out, let's chill, you know, let's chat.
Yeah, literally, man.
Stuff, right?
Have to tell people that, you know, as reactors, we have to, and I want to say to you, because Jess, you know, like me and you literally ran into your channel and became a fan. And again, I was never a YouTuber that looked down on people or anything. I was verified already, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, oh, this guy's up and coming. I love his channel. He's great, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm still a big fan of your content and the reactions. You do things differently, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like how you are with the bands and stuff like that, pointing out we don't really got another reaction channel that's like that. So that's why I think if somebody try to tell you like, why are you pointing out this instead of the vocal, blah, 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 it's like, shut up, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how it is. You got to kind of do things that kind of separate yourself. A lot of people are drawn to me because I have a big personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I say whatever flies out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of how I am.
Not only that, because I found you, we're going to announce to the world how Nick and I met. I used to sit in my garage at my old house in Lethbridge and watch your videos from like 5 in the morning to like 7:30 when people would wake up. All the Harry Mack ones, bro, for sure. And hearing you go, pause.
Yeah.
I can't get enough. Like,
that was the classic.
When I started doing reactions, I thought I was gonna be doing these rap breakdowns because that's all I watched. Because like to me, man, like rock, I like how I break my videos down is how I listen to music. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. Like this is like a replaced drum kit, or it sounds like it's like whatever, all that shit. That's just how I listen to music. I'm just vocalizing it now, right?
Right.
But with hip hop, man, it was like a little bit harder because I've talked about this lots. I got ADHD. I've got an executive function disorder. But for me to read lyrics and understand everything that's going on is tricky. So I started trying to find other people to tell me what was going on. So I go, oh shit, that's dope, right? Yeah. So it was like your channel and a couple others that I don't watch, but yours I kept coming back to. And partly, like even if the whole house, we started saying pause.
It was funny because it became a thing that they wanted me to make that as merch. I'll tell you a secret. A lot of people might not know about the pause thing. Me saying pause, and I didn't realize that's just me saying instead of pause, I said pause. Yeah. You know, and to me, whatever. It's like, it's tomato, whatever. Sure. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, people loved me doing that. And they always would be like, pause. And they was like, let's make you some merch. So I was getting fans that was sending me like merch ideas with like pause, with like the print of pause on there, you know, and stuff like that. But the funny thing about like how all of that came about, like I said before, was, and this is kind of to the world, people don't really know this, is the whole pause when I be like, and play, was me actually lining my video up.
I knew this. I knew this for a fact. I knew this for a fact, and I used that when I did my first reaction video.
Yep.
But you tell your story, and I'll tell it after. But I knew all that from a mile away.
Yep, literally, bro. OBS, before OBS, you know, before I even knew what OBS was, I had to do all my videos on KineMaster. That's what I was doing all my stuff on, which is a software on my phone, because my phone, again, I didn't have cameras or anything like the Sony and all that stuff. I just had my phone. So once I got done with a video, I had to download the video for what I reacted to, and I had to sync that up with it. So every time I had to stop the video, I would say, pause. That's crazy, blah, 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 play. And then it appear back. So yeah, that's where that came from.
That's wild, man. Good for you. That's neat that it's like built enough of like a shadow brand almost that people are sending you merch ideas.
Yeah, it was fun.
They're essentially saying, I would buy this shirt from you.
Yeah. Do you have merch set up for that? You should.
I don't. I should have been did merch, dude. Like people have been telling me, like, I mean, I've TSR Gang is my shout out to TSR Gang. We all went live, and Gary, shout out to Gary, he came up with that name. We was like, let's come up with a name for, you know, like a fan base name, you know what I'm saying? and we all was in there. We was trying to come up with TSR Squad. We was coming up with Singing Nation and all this stuff. And we all agreed, this guy Gary, he threw it out. Shout out to Gary. He was like, what about TSR Gang? And I was like, that's perfect.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So we all agreed in the live chat that was a good one, and all of us voted on it, and it was like, cool, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's fun having an engaged audience to like bounce stuff off of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like having people that are smarter than me, I'll speak for myself, that'll tell me what they want to see. And I'm like, thank you. I'll give you this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I have so many amazing and when I say supportive supportive, I said I hate saying the word fans. Supportive supporters, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm talking about support where, shout out to Angie. I remember she was the first person when I started Patreon to tell me to cover my money up. She was like, don't show your money to, you know what I'm saying, to people so they don't see what you make, you know, and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something happens or goes wrong, they're on it for me. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where I don't even have to, if somebody says something smart to me in the chat, you're done for now. Like they will get on you about it. Like, go to somebody else's channel and watch it. You don't have to watch him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to say nothing. Like
the fans come out and cut.
Yep.
It's important.
It's crazy.
So take me before the reaction channel, man. What was music? Like, what led you up to the point before the reaction channel?
Okay, so rest in peace to my dad. My dad just passed away October 17th. And my dad was in a band. Music was his life. He was good on piano. He was a guitar player, had backup singers and stuff growing up. Somewhere along the line, I think I just kind of picked up singing. I was listening to other people, you know what I'm saying? I've never sung with my dad. My dad didn't even know I can sing until I was probably 23. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
My mother didn't either. That was something I was completely shy about. I didn't want to put it on Instagram. I didn't want to put it on nothing. You know what I'm saying? My mom bought me a karaoke machine at 16 and still didn't figure it out. Like, why am I getting you this? Like, but I grew up, like I said, I grew up in the church, and we were like a 4-person choir, and that's how I started singing.
Okay.
Yeah, I started singing doing that, and the church got shut down because it wasn't like a big church. It was like a big home, and we had church in there, you know what I'm saying, where we had all the seats and stuff like that, home church. And then we had like the choir and all that stuff, Bible study and all that stuff. And then after that, I kind of just didn't go back to church no more. And then I just started listening to different artists, different stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, music. And I picked up on just how to do things vocally. It just kind of came to me at the age of 10. Like, oh, wow, I can do this if I keep doing this. I've never had vocal training. I've never sung on a stage. I've never recorded until you showed me. That was my first time hearing myself record. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, man.
Oh, wow.
That's
Like,
such a taken for granted
You
thing.
mean like the other day?
No,
yeah.
I did it at my old house.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going on Audacity,
okay,
but that was just through a shotgun mic on top of his camera.
Oh, wow.
So like through a pro mic with a setup was like just the other day with you. Yep.
Yeah. Like, and hearing it sound good, that was my first time. Like, oh, wow. I never heard how I could sound in a recording because I just never, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's why people like, you sing? Where did you get? I'm like, I don't know. I just grew up being able, I guess, to sing, I guess,
like, you've got a very strong natural ability there, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Yeah. I don't want to point out what you and I might be missing to not have that natural ability here, but
oh, come on. Y'all definitely got so much talent, bro.
So, like you said, Mariah Carey, you've told me Jasmine Sullivan. Who else do you like a credit to like your vocal capacity?
Okay, so my inspirations, Donny Hathaway and Stevie Wonder were the first two. Those are the two that made me want to be a singer. they did it for me. Even at a very, very young age, at the age of 10, Donny Hathaway, he was a very, very big inspiration to me. And then as of late, I ran across John Farnham and Jimmy Barnes, who have inspired me vocally as well, because I resonate with Jimmy Barnes's voice so much, and then John Farnham has this unbelievable amount of skill that I'm like, oh wow, that's just crazy. So those being my favorite singers, but Donny Hathaway and Stevie Wonder were the two people that got me into singing. Like directly got me into singing. Jasmine Sullivan and Beyonce. I learned how to do a lot of things through Rochelle Farrell, in terms of how to hold notes and not change the pitch. And you know what I'm saying, I've learned a lot from her, you know what I'm saying, too, watching her, how she moves her mouth and stuff, and how to comfortably sit with my posture to make my voice brighter and to make it, you know what I'm saying, because at one point I couldn't belt really high without it getting gritty, without it getting gospel-y. So when you hear me doing the Journey song that we were just talking about, the separate ways, you know how you did Here We Stand and our hearts are broken into, you know how high he goes there. There was no way that I could ever reach that note at one point, because it would turn very gospel-y. And sometimes I don't want it all to come out like that, but that's just kind of ingrained in my voice. So
well, I mean, to some degree, right? Like everybody has their own, you know, their own sound and flavor of their voice, right? So, you know, you sometimes that's a good thing, I guess. Maybe is what I mean. As to, you know, to have some of that natural whatever come out, because that gives you a distinct. That's why I try.
That's why I try to trail into doing a lot of some R&B, some pop, or do something different, so I can show like, hey, there's not just a gospel voice here where I have to belt and do all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can do, you know, songs that's very, very calm and cool and stuff like that. And I've, you know, been doing that pretty well too. So, you know.
What's your favorite genre to sing?
Soul.
Yeah.
Soul.
Yeah.
My voice is something about just when I sing soul, I get into it, and sometimes some genres make your voice just sound better. I don't know, like whether it's soul or blues. I would even say blues. It's just something about it. It brings out power like no other in my voice. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
I was telling Dave earlier that we're gonna write a blues song for you.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude. And I would freestyle a blues song. I could just go, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I love singing blues. It's just, whew.
But like,
so fun to put together.
So if your favorite music to sing is gospel or blues, what's your favorite music to react to, and why?
Oh, my favorite music to react to. Okay, so let me tell you how it started. So it started with R&B. That was my lane. That's kind of all I knew. This is all real stuff. I was where you were, Dave. I mean, Jess, I was where you was. I was doing a whole lot of Beyonce. Because I wasn't familiar. I knew Beyonce and I was like, oh, she's fire, but I didn't know she was like that. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I knew of Destiny's Child. I grew up with them when I was a kid. I was like, oh yeah, I know them. You know what I'm saying? People got me into them. So I started out like you are now on a wave of Beyonce, and then on a wave of other artists, Gaga and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so what happened is I got introduced to Led Zeppelin. That's what changed the entire. That was my. I think that was my
Led Zeppelin. Eh?
That was my very first, I believe, rock reaction on my channel, and it just expanded my channel from there. The moment I did Led Zeppelin, and I was like, "Oh, this is my favorite rock group of all time." Simple. Easy, like that's how it was. Like,
but like very blues influenced, you know what I mean?
Very,
vintage sounding. Robert Plant, like he's got such a vocal on him. Like I don't blame you at all.
See, my problem was, bro, and I'm gonna say my problem was I was too boxed in. you know, the R&B and the hip hop, you know, and somebody cracked that kind of a joke to me before, like, you know, you're just only listening to rap and R&B, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be, you know, racist.
Yeah.
And it was like, whatever. So, you know, when I was listening to Led Zeppelin, my whole thing is I had such a misconception about how rock was. I always thought it was like screaming and all this stuff. So when I heard like Led Zeppelin, I was like, hold on. I know this boy ain't got no soul like that, singing Dazed and Confused. I said, wait a minute now. I said, this guy is singing. Like, who, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, wow. Was it Robert Plant or wait, is it?
Yeah, Robert
Plant, yeah.
I said, man, that boy can sing his face off. So I just started going down a wave. And then next thing you know, people were introducing me to a bunch of other artists. You know what I'm saying? I've done Journey. I've done Skid Row. I've done Pearl Jam. I've done Alice in Chains. I've done, God, I mean, I've been everywhere in the rock world, dude. Like,
nice.
You know, and recently, Vocals Only. Oh, yeah. God, great video. Great video.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses, you know.
Yeah, see? Oh, yeah. That's right up Dave's alley.
Absolutely.
AC/DC, everything. Yeah, it's just Metallica. It's, you know, I didn't know about Enter the Sandman and none of that stuff. I didn't know that. But, you know, I was like, oh, this is why there's so much hype behind this Nirvana and, you know, all that stuff. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff. I've heard it growing up. I was like, I'm sure at some point, Pink Floyd.
Yes. I got a Pink Floyd tattoo.
Yeah, so yeah, you're talking like all the stuff that I like grew up on, like
but see, you and I for a long time were in a box too, a different box, but a box. Like we were stuck in. For me, I'll talk about myself, like 80s hair metal, British Invasion, like AC/DC, even. You know, I was stuck in that. And then it's like it came to this YouTube thing, and it's like I thought it was gonna be a rap reactor. And then my first video was Slash and Miles Kennedy, I think. And now it's like I'm just going where people hand me, but it's like I've developed a new appreciation for a whole new like.
Exactly.
Music, let alone like direction or anything else. You know what I mean? So
exactly, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. Because I'm telling you this just because you are actually on the come up. Like your channel is growing, and it's gonna continue to grow. It's just gonna go up. It's not gonna go down unless you know they find out something about you on the news. You
there ain't nothing to find out.
It's gonna. Yeah, you can walk away from your channel and the subscribers are still gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? Pay will go down, but your subscribers will still build because people are always gonna come and watch. But I'm gonna tell you something that I wish I would have told myself a long time ago. You are starting out the way you're supposed to. Because what happens is by you doing so many mixed artists, even though some might not give you a bunch of views, you might do some gospel, and gospel usually don't bring you a whole lot of views in. You know what I'm saying? The way you doing your channel, it's gonna bring a mixed variety of people. Because if you were only, let's say for instance, if you did Dimash, you know, Dimash is crazy.
I did.
If you only did Dimash, and I think this is where one of my friends failed at in terms of trying to create his YouTube channel, and he was like, Dimash is getting you a lot of views. Let me do him. He got a whole lot of views on Dimash. But then when he tried to switch to another artist, they didn't want to see it.
Nobody cares,
Yeah, so you got to make sure that you got that balance with everybody worldwide. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I think like people see through. Like I'm not saying anything about your friend, but like if you or I or your friend was doing something just for views, like people would see that.
So let me tell you what I told him. So I was watching his reaction, and I looked at him, and I was like. I'm like, bro, I don't think that you're into this. I can tell you're not, like, you smiling, but I could tell you're like, you just don't look like you into it. You know what I mean? Like, and he's a horror guy. You know what I'm saying? That's his channel. He's a horror guy. You know what I'm saying? Movies. Nothing with music. But he was so low and so feeling so bad because he was like, dude, I just feel like my channel is just not going anywhere. I don't know what to do, you know. And he saw that, and Dimash was Dimash gave him like 30,000 views, then 60,000 views, and he was like, "Oh, this is great." But I was like, "Here's your problem. You ain't gonna be able to get out of that."
Yeah.
They will not want to watch anything else you post.
Yeah.
But Dimash, that's it.
you gotta stay true, right? Like, even like you, and I'm gonna kind of segue into your secondary channel here, but like if you just implemented that on your first channel, it's like you've gone too long not doing that.
Yeah.
So you'll probably have like a high percentage of, you might have as many people as on my whole channel that will come and watch, but it's not what the people are expecting, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me and your Patreons. I think me and you got around the same amount.
Yep.
We got what? How many Patreons you got, Jess?
I closed off last month with 228, and then it resets every month. So I'm at like I might be at 200 again.
Yeah, well, I'm somewhere around there too, two something, very low, 200 and something, and I got 144,000 subscribers. So when you kind of look at that and like look at where you at, that's kind of a really, really good thing. I told people, they look at my number and they be like, oh wow, like they see the plaque on the wall, like this is good, that's great. The plaque is phenomenal. They don't understand that I got this far because I didn't pander. I should have been way farther than 144,000 in 6 years. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should have been way farther than that. And I could have did that easily by reacting to Tom McDonald, by saying, hey, I agree with everything Trump said. I agree with everything Biden said. I support Kanye West. This is great. That's a very good way to get your views, get your subscribers up.
Shock
and
value.
The shock value. And what happens is and I've been given so many YouTubers this advice because I done took a few of them under my wing. Shout out to my boy Charlie. Shout out to my boy Manny. I've took them under my wing and told them the do's and don'ts. I was like, make sure that you do not fall in that trap, because what happens is you are going to gain that majority of fan base. If you reacting to Tom McDonald because you love him, even though he's saying some of the craziest views and all that stuff, that's cool. He got crazy views on a bunch of stuff. I ain't gonna get into that, but it's what you believe in. It's okay. It's whatever you believe in. But if you attract that fan base and then something happens and they don't agree with it, then you're screwed. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I rode the wave of saying, I support Kanye, let's just use Kanye West. I support Kanye West and him saying that Hitler was a good dude. Okay, let's just say I support that. Let's just say I said that.
Sure.
Then I might get this majority of people, which would be a bunch of races.
Yeah, said group.
Yeah, I get these groups who love me, and then let's say, for instance, 5 people just got killed up the street from me, black people, and I get on camera to speak about, wow, 5 black people just got killed for no reason. That doesn't resonate with these white supremacists that I just attracted. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you got to watch out for the traps that you fall into. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be you. You got to authentically be you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's I'll butcher the saying here, but it's basically, if you, be wary of riding the tiger, because
I like that.
As soon as it turns,
Yep.
It might be a great ride for a while, but man, when it gets hungry, you're done.
Yep.
You're done. It tears you apart.
Yeah, literally.
It's the same thing with anytime you get in with any kind of specific, like, hardcore group of people that are like extreme in any way, whatever it is, right? It's like so even like the Beyonce fans, right? You can't, you don't want to,
If I was going on there saying Beyonce can't sing and and I kept reacting to her,
they're gonna destroy you.
I'm gonna get wrecked, right?
But it's important because I guess throughout getting further, I don't know, maybe when I hit 50K or something like that, you gotta kind of, as we like to cuss on here.
Yeah, go for it.
You gotta have a I don't give a shit attitude. You gotta have that at some point, because that's how it is when somebody, I have a massive Australian fan base. Y'all know that.
Australia.
I have a massive, Australian fan base, and they sent me, and it's easy. Once again, it's if you think about the trap, it's easy for me to pander because I got them already. It's like, oh, cool. I can just keep saying I love this and love that, but that's not who I am. If something is not good, it just don't sound good to me, and I don't care how you feel about it. This is a reaction channel. This is my first reaction to whatever you send me. If you knew it was garbage, don't send it to me. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Like, but so what happened was is somebody sent me these two guys, shout out to them, Matt and Alex, and they were singing. Now, I didn't know, again, because I don't look up stuff or anything before I react to it. I go in it blind. I didn't know that they were comedians pretending to sing. So when they sent it to me, that was a really good test to see if I'm actually legit or not. If I would have been like, oh my God, they killing them notes. No, when they first started, I was like, is this a joke? I was like, he is way off key. And I was like, hold up. I was like, I don't want to be rude, but he can't really sing like that to me. Like, I was like that. So what happened was Matt and Alex came in my messages and they was like, we weren't that bad, bro. They was like, actually, no, we were. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I was like, I'm so sorry. I was just being honest or whatever I said, just paraphrasing. And next thing you know, they loved that reaction so much that they played it on a podcast. They was like, imagine hearing Matt Corby and Delta Goodrum, and then you got to hear us. You know, like so they fell in love with me. They was like, Nick, he's a very authentic reactor. It was like, and this is how he reacted to us singing versus the greatest artist of all time that he's been hearing. This is how he reacted to us. You know what I'm saying? And they played and they was laughing. Then they invited me on a podcast, you know, and so it just kind of shows you like, wow, I didn't even care for their singing because clearly they weren't really singers. But I didn't know that, but I was being honest. You know what I mean? And it got me on a show. Like, that was like crazy.
Well, yeah, man. That's like you're saying, being authentic, being yourself. That's, you know, people pick up on that more than anything else. Right. And like,
pays dividends, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just, I think because everything is so, you know, contrived and so, everything seems manufactured today,
curated,
right? Like,
so exactly what you
like
want,
our
how you
whole
want
world, right? Everything, everywhere you go, everything you see, you know, it's all, everybody's trying to sell you something. Everybody's got an ulterior motive. They've got a, you know what I mean? There's an angle, everything, all that. You always got to be thinking, who's trying to screw it? It doesn't matter. It could be anything nowadays. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Right? Like whether you're gonna, you know, you want to go to school, it's like they bilk you for that.
For real.
You know what I mean? Like, you know,
right.
Medical, anything, right? Like you got to question everything. So it's like when people are actually like legit, like honest, and, you know, relatable and real, people pick up on that. They go, oh wow, it's so like refreshing to have like somebody's being like their actual self. They're not like putting it on to like, you know, just to get me to do something or to buy something or
like me, I kind of have no choice, bro, because again, just like in real life, let's say if I'm around somebody brings somebody around and I don't care for or I don't like, my face will show that. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm trying to like hide it, when I'm bothered, you will see it all on my face. I can't hide anything. So that's how it is. Even when I do a reaction channel, I have a bunch of independent artists hit me up all the time. Rappers, hey, I'm a local rapper out of Los Angeles, or, you know, something like that. And they be like, can you, I was wondering if you could be so kind to do my video that I just did for this, and this. And I'm like, sure, no problem. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm going to send you the link for it. He was like, can you watch it? Nope. Can't watch it first, buddy. I was like, I'll look at it. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll look at it and I'll give you a reaction, but I don't want to look at it first and then give you a fake reaction. If you really want to know what you like, because they know I'm a guy that also is not good, you know, that's also good with the singing and the notes and the scales and all that stuff, but I'm also good with the rapping stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very good with breaking down bars and dissecting them and schemes and punches and delivery and all that stuff. Wordplay, I'm really good with all that stuff. So I was like, if you really wanted me to really do a reaction to you, just send me the link and I will react to it right on the spot. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, send me the link for me to watch it first and then do the reaction. Because if it's garbage, dude, and trust me, whew, I have received some that I'm like, come on, dude, white dude, why do you got this gun flashing in there with your pants drooping like that? Why is that even necessary? Why are you? I told this one dude, I was like, bro, because it was a white guy. He was a white rapper, kind of younger, and I was telling him, I was like, you're not bad. My problem is the guns made no sense in this video. Why did you have the guns? Why were you doing this the whole time? Talking about like cars, like it made no sense. I was like, you actually didn't sound bad, bro. Like your rapping, your cadence, that was actually pretty dope, but you kind of threw me off with trying to.
Well, he's obviously trying to put on like an image that he thought was fitting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like trying to fit something like, and obviously it's not him. It's not real. It's not like, it's just, oh, this is what I saw. And I'm going to emulate it. Cause then if I do that, then maybe people will think that I'm really,
I'm hood. I'm a part of the culture. No, that's not what the whole culture is. Eminem is a perfect example. Eminem has made his career. He's always been a white boy. He's always been that, and he never tried to pretend to be black, or he's never tried to be anything else. And he's fire. There is not it's barely anybody that can touch his pen. It's barely anybody. Like if you actually dissect his bars, it's barely anybody that can touch Eminem's pen. And Eminem has been authentically himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been authentically him. And that's the reason why he gravitates, at least to a lot of people, even a bunch of the black culture. It was like Eminem top 5. You ask a lot of my friends, oh yeah, I got Eminem top 5. I got Lil Wayne top 5. You know what I'm saying? Because of they know how Eminem's pen is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't have to wave color. Yeah, you don't gotta wave guns and stuff to prove.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get that in any genre. Right. I mean, it's the same sort of thing. Like you get, I mean, it's like not maybe guns and stuff like that, but you get guys, dressing up, trying to look a certain way, and it's like, this is not.
Well, you can tell when like someone looks uncomfortable just in the clothes they're wearing.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like you don't have to do this for us. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? I just rocked that thing there.
Oh yeah, every time you rock the desk, you're moving.
Oh, I get
it. I saw that. Looking like a little.
That's what you're doing.
Nick, you cool if we do a quick bathroom break here?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, let's take a quick 5 here, and then we'll jump back into this.
Bet.
Yeah. Okay, sweet, bro. I think my new response for people giving me shit on my oh, you can hear me. I think my new response for people giving me shit on my YouTube comments, I'm gonna start saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to check out your channel."
Yeah, it's the thing is, bro. It's you gotta kind of. That's why I don't look at none of my like I'll look at some, but I don't really pay attention to my comments no more. I can't keep up with them all because it's just too many comments.
And they're heartwarming, bro. And I try like for the first like half an hour, maybe after I post, I'm always watching because I want to make sure that nothing went wrong. I didn't miss something. Every once in a while, my fans will reach out and be like, "Hey, bro, I made a typo," or every once in a while, like I'll render a video that's like 44 minutes long, even though I'm only in it for 10 minutes. I'm like, shit, I gotta go back and fix it, right? It's like I'll watch it and I try to respond for like half an hour, but I can't keep up. I can't keep up. So I'm actually gonna use that as a segue. I posted on my Patreon if anyone had questions for you, since I know we have a lot of
that's fine
matching audiences. So I'm just gonna rattle off a few questions for you if you don't mind.
Bet.
Hold on. Oh, I gotta get to the top of this. So my friend Ams, shout out to Ams, she's from England, said, "How long have you been singing?"
Since I was 10. Like actually knowing that I can sing, it was 10 years old. I was like, oh, okay, there's something there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so about 10 years old.
Do you remember like the song or like what was going on when you were like, yeah, I could do this?
Shit, what year was that? What song did I was singing big stuff at 10, like Whitney, I Have Nothing and stuff. Like
nice.
I was, and I don't know how, I can't remember how I sounded, but when I knew that there was something there, was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can do a little something. And my sister is also a singer, and you know, her friend. So we all would sing all the time. So I was always told by them I was a good singer. I really had no real, you know, and then when my mom heard me sing, she was like, you need to do something about your voice. You need to be making us some money, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And but these were my family. So I really didn't know like how do I really sound? And then when I posted before I did this channel, maybe when Halo came out, I did Halo and I got 200,000 views on Halo before I deleted that whole channel.
What? You deleted it?
Yeah, I deleted that whole channel. That was a singing channel. I did like 4 or 5 songs, and in fact, maybe 5, 6. I did Halo. I did Justin Timberlake and T.I.'s Dead and Gone.
Nice.
I did Summertime. You know, and I got some views. And again, I deleted it because I was like, oh, this is not going anywhere. This was at the time when I was like, oh, this is moving slow. This is not doing anything. Bye-bye. Like, I didn't think nothing about YouTube back then. And this was even further back than this channel. So think about that, like how it was back then.
Yeah. But like, you know, I've had multiple YouTube channels over the years. I mean, you try to get something to stick to the wall, and it's like, oh man, I don't know if I can keep this up, or you know, I don't know if I actually am passionate about this or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally feel you. Do you have any advice for aspiring singers?
I would say if you think that you can sing or whatever, always, you know, vocal coaches are out there too, you know what I'm saying, to help with stuff. You can never, I say, you don't have to just be satisfied with what you have. We all can grow vocally. I mean, I can still use a vocal coach on some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had a vocal coach?
Never had anything.
Never,
right? Yeah. Wow, yeah. It's not fair. It's not fair.
But I would like to, so I can, you know, sure. I would like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that you can still grow. There's still things that I can figure out about my voice. Like I said, again, my range wasn't where it was, you know, at first, until I figured something out. Like, oh, wait, if I relax this here, I can just breathe these out easy and my vibrato comes out smooth. You know, like, you know, just figuring out things, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that a vocal coach can tell you like that. So yeah, I would just say, just keep practicing, you know what I'm saying, vocally, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it.
if I could talk about, be diverse, sing everything you can. Sing everything. You know, go sing Halo, then go sing some hip hop song, and then go sing some rock song, go sing some country song. Just sing all of it, bro.
And also see where you can go vocally. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself a little bit. That way you know where your breaking point is. You know what I mean? Where you can stop and where you can do this and stuff like that. Like, you know, you'll figure out exactly like where your range. That's why when I hear a singer, I can immediately tell you off the top of my head when a singer has reached a peak of their belting range. I'm like, he's about to crack if he go anywhere above this freaking note. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I talk about that too. And like, you know, if you're not a singer, it's hard because I understand you have to trust me. You know what I mean? But it's like, I've been there, and I'm not as good of a singer as lots of the people I watch. And I'm not trying to discredit myself. It's just, there's a lot of superstars out there, and I'm not one of them. I get that. But like, I can still relate to like the body language, the tonal qualities, the way it's coming out of their mouth. Like, do they look relaxed? Do they look intense? Is it caused? Is it intentional? Is it stage performance? Like, what's going on here? Right. And you start to garner a feel for that.
Yeah,
your experience, right?
You wanna hear something funny? This could just be a thing with vocalists or whatever, period. But there's sometimes where I'd be like, I hate my voice. Like, you know, you sometimes get in that mode. Sometimes you be like, oh, why do I sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it could be different to other people, but. And my boy Charlie can vouch for this because he has an amazing voice. Like, he's a crazy tenor. And I tell Charlie, he sounds amazing. He was like, it's just some days I don't feel like I sound good. And that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, well, why do I feel like I can't sing? Like it feel, you know what I'm saying? There's some days you just feel like that. I'm like, I feel like I can't sing. Like, why am I messing this run up? Why am I doing this? And you know what I'm saying? That might be surprising to other people, but yeah, sometimes you get like that as a vocalist.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Where you like, I don't feel as confident sometimes doing certain things as I do.
I think everybody has off days and everything, really.
Yep.
I mean, even if you're amazing at whatever, it's like there's going to be days where it's like it's just you're off.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know, it's like this dynamic that the three of us have is kind of interesting because like Nick and I have these audiences that we've built. We're very grateful for, and it's not our original content. And then Dave is working to the point where he's going to build his own audience for his own original content. So
and I'm going to help him as much.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
but it's interesting because it's like everyone's like at the end of the day, I'm sure all this feedback is sound for everyone, but it's like it's a different beast for everyone too, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'm coming at things from a totally different angle. Like I don't have a channel up, I don't have anything. You know,
you should.
Yeah,
I know. I should.
I should have a channel, bro.
Okay, this one's a specific, and this one might make you think a little bit. All right, this is from our friend Princeton. Says,
"Is her name Kristen?
Princeton.
Okay.
Yep. If you were given the task to pick 3 artists to perform a Beyonce tribute, who would they be? What songs would you want?
Okay. Chloe.
Okay.
From Chloe and Halle.
Yeah.
You know,
I reacted to Chloe today. She did a live today.
Yeah. I got to pick Chloe because she's the one I think sounds very, very similar to old school Beyonce with her tone. We talking about that's doing like performances? You know, there's 2 sides of Beyonce. You got the performance,
like the AMAs, it's the Grammys, something. They're honoring Beyonce, and they got 3 artists lined up to come out and do the performance. If Nick was setting that up, who would you book?
Okay, yeah, Chloe for sure. I would also do Rihanna.
Cool.
Rihanna and them already actually did a tribute to Destiny's Child when they were honoring them. And they performed on stage as the 3 of them. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
I have not, but I would be.
That's crazy. So that's kind of what made me think like, yeah, Rihanna is a particular. Because she said her inspiration is Beyonce, so Rihanna would be another one. And this got to be our women, right?
No, it doesn't have to be. It could be anyone you want. Put yourself on that stage. Take your time.
Damn, Beyonce, that's a
good question, right?
That's hard.
Like they left an example like of the Fantasia doing like the mamas thing, I think, right? Fantasia, Sugar Mama, sorry.
Yeah, Fantasia would be a good one, but Fantasia her voice is like really powerful. So she ain't like that kind of performer Beyonce is. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of trying to stay in a more of a bracket of like the Chloe and the Rihanna. And I would probably say the last one would probably be Jessie J.
Really? Okay.
I'm gonna say Jessie J because Jessie J could probably do the listens. You know, the ballads. Let's say, for instance, you got the people that come out and perform for her, and then you got that one person who comes out with the dress on, and she wants to sing the ballad Beyonce stuff. I would say Jessie J.
Interesting. I've only heard like the pop hits from Jessie J. I've never like dove into her stuff. I've never like watched any of the she was on a show, right? She was on one of them competitions too.
Oh, shit.
With Dimash.
Yeah.
With Dimash. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That changes everything then. Okay. So yeah, she's a real deal. She's for sure the real deal.
Jessie J is one of the best singers in the world.
I knew she was a freak of a singer because I think I saw the song she did with Nicki Minaj. I think I saw a live performance.
Bang Bang. Yeah.
And I remember just sitting there just going like wow.
Yeah. That's just scratching the surface, in terms of what she can do. But yeah, I've heard her sing. Oh, I didn't even know you was here, Mom. But I've heard her sing some Beyonce stuff, and she was like crazy, like doing some of the stuff. So, yep.
Interesting. Okay. That's a great top 3, man. So hey, while we get to the end of this, why don't you tell us about your secondary channel? Tell us what we can expect from there.
So my second channel is called Hear Me Out. And that's just kind of where I just cover hot topics, or it can be just random topics that happen. I'm even gonna start doing where if I had like a rough day at Walmart and the line was too long, I'll talk about it. Today, right before I set up this, I did the Callisto Protocol. That was my review I just did on this. I did the Kanye West one. Before that, I did Ric Flair. The topics go wide range. Like, what are you doing wrestling at 87 or however old you are? Ric Flair, come on, bro. Yeah. Hang up your boots. We love you already. We respect you. You did enough. Don't be trying to go in there.
Yeah.
You're
old enough to be a great grandfather, not even a grandfather anymore.
Yeah.
Great grandfather. Like,
yes. So yeah, I just pretty much basically the big personality really comes out just on there. I don't even rehearse that. It just flies out. And my boy Zach, shout out to my boy Zach, he's my editor for that channel. I have him just, if I'm stop or pause or like, what was I gonna say? He'll edit that out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Smooth and clean, right?
Yeah.
No, he does a good job, man. He does a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the plan with that channel? Like, you just want to keep it like talking head, just to kind of like vlog kind of style?
So what I did was I'm finally getting into sometimes checking out videos on there as if it's a reaction, but it's not music related. So for instance, I was talking funny about the Kanye West thing, and then I was like, yeah, let's check out, let's see what he said. Boom, and pulled up the box of Kanye and pause it and then say something really funny. And like, what do you mean Hitler built the microphone? What are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just stupid stuff that he says. And, you know, so some stuff I just, you know, I'll pop up on there. And the whole reason for me building this channel is because in years to come, I don't know where reaction channels are going to be, because you know this, Jess, but people, I don't know if people know this, but we don't make crazy money and all that stuff off of our reactions. I'm comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But it's not what you think. Like, it's not, we're not getting paid for every single video.
So I get my top performing video is about to cross 300,000 and I've gotten paid $150 on it. And that's my top performing video. So
that's like, really good, by the way.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's sharing. That's sharing with Morissette. Like, it is what it is. But like $150 on 300,000 views.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
So wait, you got 100? Wait, you got 300,000 views on the channel?
Just about on one of them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's fire. Yeah, but I mean, that's how it was with my Harry Mack that you see on my homepage. I got like 500 or something for that one video. And that was like, you know, Harry Mack is, shout out to him, because I already shared this with a bunch of my supporters. I was like, Harry Mack is kind of the launch of me financially being like, oh, I don't need to work. You know, he actually, shout out to him. He just posted me on his channel, the Harry Mack clips today. Everybody hit me up.
Nice.
And was like, yeah, everybody was like, yeah, he just posted you on clips, dude. And I was like, really? You know what I'm saying? So I went there, and this is when I was on his happy hour and I threw 3 big words at him, and he freaked. This is how I knew he was a genius or something was going on up here. He wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? Threw some words at me, and I threw some words at him, and he freestyled it. And I was like, wow, nice. That's crazy.
You have to send me that clip. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. I got to send you that. That was crazy.
So what else can we expect from you, man? We got to kind of wind this down here, but what's to come of Dom's channel, of Nick's channels here?
I'm going to still be doing my reactions, but I'm looking to grow the Hear Me Out channel even more, because and I'm growing that slow. I'm only at 377 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? That's perfect. I want that. I don't want the fans to come over there and just, you know, run over here, because I want you to actually enjoy the content. So the people that subscribe, I want you to be actually, you know, like it. So I'm glad that that's growing slowly. You know what I'm saying? Once I hit 1,000, then I'll get paid for that channel. And what I love about that channel financially is that's owned by me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to
All
worry
original.
about anything
Don't have to ask
copyrighted.
permission.
Yeah,
don't
all
have to
original
nothing, right?
content.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's good, man. That's
And
good.
working with y'all, that's another thing. With us getting some music done, I can't wait for us to like start doing that stuff, man. And you know, definitely create some good magic.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, I was telling Dave we're gonna have to find a way to fly down there and book some studio time. And
You found the place, bro. You found a good place on
'cause you
Montgomery.
write too, where you could write.
Oh yeah. I've been writing since I've actually been writing since before I could knew I could sing.
Yeah,
I've been writing for
Nice.
a long time. Yeah.
we gotta slap something down for him.
Yeah.
Get a couple projects up. You heard it here. We're
Yeah.
gonna fly down to Cincinnati, Dave and I.
Yeah.
Studio time with Nick. Give you guys something good.
Yeah, that's cool. Even through the online thing, you know, me doing some stuff and sending y'all some stuff, and we edited it down.
Man. Yeah, man, we'll put something together. I think
Dave did a guitar solo, which I love, by the way, of Dream On, and I just kind of threw my voice in that, you know, and sung some of it for him.
Yep. Did I show you? Yeah, I showed you him singing Dream On, right?
Oh no, I don't think you did.
No? Oh yeah, shit. I'll show you that. Oh,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
I was listening to it on my way home, and he sent it to me. I've lost my mind.
Oh,
Lost my mind.
nice.
It's so good.
yeah. I didn't have no headphones, so I had to try to hear the instruments. I was like, am I lined up with, you know what I'm saying? So I had to make sure I got, but it was pretty cool. I was like, Jess was playing on that. I was like, okay, love that.
Awesome.
Yeah, we gotta do more of that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got any closing remarks for the people, man? I really appreciate your time here today.
I just want to say, man, I appreciate everybody's support. Y'all have been everything. This is bigger than just, you know, oh, hey, these are my fans, and we are like family. You know what I'm saying? I've spoken to a whole lot of y'all. Y'all have given me advice, helped me when it came to diabetes. When I got diagnosed with diabetes, was there for me when my dad passed away, when I was sick in the hospital. Just, you know what I'm saying? This is beyond bigger than just, you know, YouTube, and these are fans. Very, very big family. This is what we are, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, hoping to keep pushing, if, you know, hope to keep pushing this channel and push the other channel. And then if I can get to Mr. Beast level, you know what I'm saying? I'll create some more channels with some different content. I've been thinking about that too, making a third channel with no music reactions, but reactions just to other things, because that's not like Hear Me Out.
Yeah.
That would just be a channel based on like, oh, hey, look at the top 3 worst tornadoes of all time, you know, and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. You. No, that's good, man. If there's anything that Dave or I could do to help you out, you know, you got my number. You know how to get a hold of me.
Yep. I love both of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Can't wait to hear y'all do y'all stuff. And
we gotta send you Dave's new mixes.
Oh
yes.
Yeah, you can hear the songs now.
They're pretty much done now. Yeah,
I am
ready.
Dave, don't make me react to your stuff, dude, on my channel, because I'll do it. Like,
you totally should.
Well, I wouldn't. I'd feel bad at even asking. I just
no, I would do that. Like, I would end up because you would be like an independent artist, right?
Yeah.
So like
independent.
If you, bro, whenever you have it ready, send it to me and I'll do a reaction.
No. Nick, let's change this. Dave, post your shit so Nick and I can react to it.
That too, I guess.
Different. We gotta take a different take on this.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to like react to it. I actually want to hear your stuff, bro.
All right, man. All right.
So like
I'm excited.
Yeah. That's cool.
I around to the camera thing with my friends. Nick.
All right, love you.
Thanks.
Love you, brother.
How do you do that?
I just be like, peace. And then I put it right here. Boom.
There it goes. Okay. All right. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.